Good day. May I show you some of my glass items?
No, thank you. Actually, I have a glass item to show you. We need to have this repaired or have a duplicate made. Can you do it?
These are most unusual. From whence did these pieces come?
An instrument called a light catcher.
This is new to me. To construct a piece to these exact specifications is beyond my skill.
Then we are doomed.
Not so fast. Let us go to the lodge. We can ask Sokka. If she cannot help us, perhaps she will consult the one who knows all.
What is this lodge you speak of?
The lodge is our gathering place. It is the place where we share information and ideas of how to build things better.
How many are there of you at this lodge?
Sometimes 20, sometimes 30.
23.
We gather there every day before sundown. In fact, the meeting should be starting very shortly.
Who is Sokka?
Sokka is our chief builder and the head of our association.
And she will know how to repair the glass?
If she doesn't, she will have the best chance of finding someone or something who can.
Who is the one who knows all?
The one who knows all speaks to us. He tells us how to build things and answers our questions. However, we do not understand most of what he says.
Where can we find him?
The one who knows all is not in the body. He speaks to us through unit.
Please go on.
Perhaps I've said too much already. I would prefer to let Sokka explain.
Then we shall most gratefully meet with you and the others at the lodge.
And since there is a large head and a small head on the same hammer, you won't have to carry as many tools.
Friends, may I have your attention? These travelers have come to us with a most perplexing problem.
Indeed. How may we be of help?
I am in possession of a most unusual piece of glass. However, it is broken, and I must either get it repaired or have a new one made.
This piece of glass is warped. I cannot clearly see through it.
It is part of a wondrous apparatus called a light catcher. It makes objects that are far away look very near.
That is quite amazing.
Perhaps you could consult the one who knows all.
What do you know of the one who knows all?
Only that you turn to him when all else fails. Please, can you not consult him now? It is a matter of life and death.
Very well. We will show the glass to Unit and...
Wait! Only a member of our guild may speak with the one.
Then he shall be an honorary member.
The rest of us had to pass a test to prove our worthiness. Tradition must be upheld.
Yes, I say we give him our test.
That's right. Even a mere honorary member must pass our test. Test! Test! Test!
What is this test you speak of?
It is a test of your cleverness. If you pass, I will consult on your behalf. If you fail, you must look elsewhere for your solution. This is based on an ancient drawing made by the humans. You must arrange the pieces in their proper place within the frame. Each piece must fit perfectly. They cannot overlap. Do this, and you will prove your worth.
Then bring on your test.
Very well. Bring on the tanagram.
Hey, Fox, would you like a hint?
Riff, I hereby grant you honorary membership in the Ancient and Honorable Order of Tinkerers, Fabricators, and...
All right, let's get on with it.
Here is Unit. Have you ever seen such a marvel?
I cannot be sure, but I believe that is an orb.
Could it be the Orb of Storms?
Not if they've had it as long as they say they have. It must be another orb.
We sometimes refer to it as the Orb of Hands.
This little ball knows everything?
If we ask the question properly, he will give us answers. Oh, one who knows all, we need your help. These travelers have come many miles to ask you a question. Speak to them and give them the benefit of your vast knowledge.
Unit functioning. Input query.
What?
That means you may ask your question.
Oh, one who knows all, I bow to you.
Correct.
What?
Bending of torso at waist and lowering until perpendicular with standing surface, returning to original position, correctly identified as bow.
I told you we don't always understand him.
We were wondering if you could identify these.
Composition of object. Amorphous inorganic mixture of silicates formed by a fusion of silica and oxides of boron, with potassium as a flux and lime as a stabilizer.
But what does it do?
Objects do nothing. They are inanimate.
Can you tell us how to make another?
State origin of glass.
It is part of an instrument called a light catcher.
Term light catcher unknown. Further information required.
It brings things far away near.
Insufficient information.
It goes inside of a tube.
Insufficient information.
What more information does little ball need?
Unit requires proper identification of glass apparatus, or alternate name for instrument of origin.
All I know is it's from a light catcher.
There is no reference in memory files to the term light catcher.
So much for the one who knows all.
Perhaps light catcher is not the proper name.
You could be right. If the apparatus is as old as you say it is, the one may know it by a different name.
Then there must be a record of it.
Those records would be ancient. Where would they be?
If anyone has records going back that far, it would be the rats.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? Who are you? I said I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you?
I may need a disguise.
Anything more I can do for you?
We must find out what this confounded thing is before we continue. It is like no glass I have ever seen, but the pieces fit together to form a circle.
So I see. I have seen something like this before, when I was young. I was sent to study ruins believed left by the humans. Where is that book? The sign out front read observatory and contained the most wondrous things. One of them was a huge round tube with glass of differing thickness throughout it.
Was it a light catcher?
Not exactly. From what I understood, it was more of a light bender. But it made the stars seem close enough to touch. Ah, I remember. It was called a telescope, and the piece of glass called a lens.
I will return to the orb and see if it recognizes
Scope, telescope, and lens.
I am in your debt, Francis.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? Who are you? I said I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? Who are you?
Tell us about the lens.
Accessing. Correct. Item is a lens with a refractive index of 1.52. Lens conforms to formula 1 over f times quantity n minus 1 times quantity 1 over r1 minus 1 over r2, where n is the refractive index of the glass, r1 the radius, f is focal point, and r2 the radius of the second surface.
Can you tell us how to make another?
State origin of glass.
Telescope. It's a lens from a telescope.
Theoretically possible to make if specifications followed exactly.
Glassmaster, can you do it?
I'll do what I can. Very well, Unit. Suppose you and I get to work.
Glassmaster, what news have you? Have you been successful?
Well, yes and no.
I like the first part best.
I was able to construct the lens from the instructions given by Una. However, it is still too rough. Unit says I need polishing rouge to polish the lens to its proper smoothness, but I have none.
Is there anything we can use as a substitute?
Not to my knowledge. I am unfamiliar with the use of rouge.
Tell me, Glassmaster, what is your opinion?
Perhaps I can try a harsher polish on the lens. It may help it, but it may also ruin it beyond repair.
What are the chances for success?
Slim, very slim.
Friend Sokka, what is your opinion?
Perhaps there is a substitute we can use for polishing rouge.
But we're not even sure what polishing rouge is. We certainly don't know what to substitute for it.
Perhaps the one who knows all can tell us.
Excuse me, Orb.
Unit functioning.
Unit, we have no polishing rouge. Is there anything we can substitute for it?
Qualities and properties of rouge can only be duplicated by soil composed solely of red clay, which is ground into the finest powder. Clay must be pure and free of any chunks. Any imperfection in the substance will result in damage to glass.
Then we may be doomed. I know of no clay. And where can we find this pure red clay?
Location unknown.
Unknown?
Pockets are known to exist in this area, but exact locations are unknown.
Glassmaster, any ideas?
Fine red clay. I wouldn't know where to find it.
Sokka, do you know where the clay might be?
I have no idea.
Ia, can you think of any place for red clay?
No, I can't.
I can't remember red clay anywhere we've been.
Neither can I, except in the Boar King's mud bath.
What?
Yes, that's what the Boar King uses to make his special mud. Finely ground red clay.
Do you mean that I was up to my waist in red clay and didn't even know it? No.
What will you do now? The last time we saw the Boar King, we barely escaped with our lives. We dare not try it again.
What will you do?
The only thing we can do.
Well, if it isn't the little thief again.
I wonder what he wants this time.
Ha ha ha!
Well, I see our presence here is not appreciated. We shall have to take our truffle news elsewhere.
Wait! Truffle news?
That's right. In our journey, a field rich with truffles was found by the eagle nose of our friend Ak.
Eagle nose?
Whatever. We thought that we would share this news with the Boar King. After all, there are more than enough truffles in this field to provide everyone in the castle with a sumptuous repast.
A lot of truffles?
Oh yes, a whole field full of them. But with the reception we've received, I don't think I care to share that information.
Oh, you must forgive me. I've had a very bad day. I'm sure the king will want to hear of this immediately.
Very well. Open the gate.
Go ahead, Riff. Your Majesty, it is the fox, Riff. He requests an audience with you. A fox? He just doesn't learn, does he? Very well. Send him in. It will amuse me.
Your Majesty.
Tempting fate, my young foolish friend. Why are you here?
I was going to come in here and beg for mercy. I was going to plead for clemency. I was going to grovel at your feet and appeal to you for the release of my friend. I was going to strip myself of every vestige of dignity I have left for your pleasure. But now, I don't think I'm going to.
Did I miss something?
This is excellent. Exactly what Unit requested.
So this is the lens. It's beautiful.
The lodge can often be frustrating. Don't lose heart.
I think we've helped you all we can.
Hello, sir.
Ah, it's you. I was beginning to think I'd never see you again.
That thought crossed our minds several times as well.
Well, did you do it? Did you fix my light catcher?
That I did, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. How I've longed to see my beloved horizon. The stars, the moon. Oh, how can I ever thank you?
By fulfilling your part of the bargain.
Yes, we want the map.
Of course, it's right here. In fact, I've only now finished it. A traveler was through a couple of days ago. He was from the north and was on his way back there. He gave me a great deal of information, which I've included on this map.
How fortunate.
Yes, in fact, he was quite forthcoming with his information. For a raccoon.
A raccoon?
That's right, a big fellow too. I told him about your quest, and he was quite interested in it. That's when he started giving me all the information.
Tycho, can you remember which additions you made from the raccoon's information?
Why, yes, I can.
Kindly remove them from the map. This information I do not trust. The trail is warmer than we thought.
It's ready.
We've not a moment to waste. Let us be off.
Very well, then. We have the map, fresh provisions, and a noble purpose. What more could we possibly ask for?
Mud!
I promise that upon the completion of our mission, you shall swim in the sod to your heart's content. Now then, let us be off.
Wait, you are Riff, are you not?
Of that I plead guilty. Who are you?
I am servant to Alara, High Priestess of the Orb of Storms. She has sent me here with a most solemn request.
If it is within my power to help Ilara, I shall gladly do so.
News has reached her that you are bound for the Wildlands. She asked that you deliver this letter to her sister, Alama.
Ilara has a sister in the Wildlands?
Yes. Alama was always the adventurer of the two. Quite a loner. When she was quite young, she chose to live in seclusion in the Wildlands. They have not seen each other in many years.
But how shall I find her?
We do not know. Perhaps she will have to find you. At any rate, if you can find her, Alara would be most grateful.
I am happy to be of service. Tell Ilara I will try to make the delivery. Let us make haste, fellows. Our quarry beckons, and we must answer.
It appears to be the only route through to the Wildlands.
Very impressive for a doghouse.
Who goes there?
I am Riff of the Fox Tribe and Associates. We seek passage.
Passage you shall have. All you have to do is pay the toll.
Us? Pay you? Dog must have gotten a hold of a bad bone.
By whose authority is this highway robbery allowed to happen?
Prince.
Prince who?
Prince, that's it, just Prince. He's our leader.
Ringleader, you mean?
And this prince expects us to give him money just to pass through?
It's either that, or you do not pass at all. On the other hand, Prince is very fond of amusement. I'm sure that if you told him but a few humorous stories, he would not only grant you safe passage, but make you his honored guests as well.
Not bad. A few jokes and we're out of here.
Do you think you can come up with some humorous stories?
Are you joking? I'll have him rolling on the floor. Take us to this prince. We'll teach him what amusement is all about.
Right this way.
I'm bored. Bored. I need something to do.
Oh, let's do something. We could go chase wagons along the road. Maybe you could throw me a stick and I could bring it back.
No, no. Today, I feel like howling.
This dog walks into a pub with a waterfowl under his arm.
I know. I was talking to the waterfowl. That is a very old story. I'm afraid you'll have to do better than that.
Once there were two foxes who deeply offended the local constable. The constable swore to lock the foxes in the dungeon. So the foxes decided to dress up as females.
And in the end, the rich merchant says, oh, well, nobody's perfect. Heard it?
Okay, here's one I'll wager you haven't heard. Once there was a merchant. He was the richest merchant in the land, and he lived alone in a huge house. The merchant was very old, and as he lay on his deathbed, he gathered all of his business associates around him. He looked up, and with his dying breath said,
Rosebud is his sled. Heard it? It seems that you have neither paid the toll, nor have you managed to amuse me. My, this is a disappointment.
Then we will be on our way and bother you no more.
Au contraire. You will yet provide me with amusement, only this time it will be on my terms. Cards?
What?
Take our guests to the dungeon until I decide what to do with them.
Ow! What happened?
Apparently, Prince really didn't like that last story.
Where are we?
We're either in the dungeon or the worst inn in the world.
Nothing special about it. I think I'll need the key. It's definitely empty. This brick looks loose. If I just had something to dig it out with.
Did someone call me? Is everything all right? I like my prisoners. They're all my friends. Please, let me be your friend. Would you like me to get you something?
How about some food? Fetch us some food.
I can do that. I can get you food. You wait, just wait, and I'll bring you good food. Here it is. Here's the food.
Are we supposed to eat this with our hands?
Oh, no. No hands. Just stick your face right in.
I don't think so.
A spoon? I've heard of those. I think we have one in the museum. I'll go get it. You just wait. Here you go. I think this is a spoon. Do you like it? Is it a good one?
You really love your job, don't you? How about some blankets? Fetch us some blankets.
I can do that. I can get you blankets. You wait, just wait, and I'll bring you blankets. I'm sorry, we don't have blankets. We don't even use blankets. Please forgive me.
How about some weapons? Fetch us our weapons.
The weapons, of course. I can get you weapons. You wait, just wait, and I'll bring you some great weapons. Hey, wait a second. Are you trying to trick me?
Excuse me, do you know what Prince intends to do with us?
No, I'm sorry, but I'm sure it's something fun. Prince is a good master. Good master.
We don't want anything more. You can go now.
What's the matter? Don't you like me? Have I done something wrong?
No, we like you. You've been a good jailer. Good jailer.
Thank you. I'll see you later then, all right?
I feel strangely stronger, but ugh, what a taste. I'll try this. Hey, it's working! The mortar's coming out! One, two, three, push! 1, 2, 3, push! That's it!
At last. Do you see anything in there?
It looks like some sort of passageway. Where it leads, I can only guess.
At least it leads out of here. Let's go.
The tunnel is too small for me, and probably too small for...
It appears that I am the only one who will fit through this opening.
Very well. However, I do not like sending you out of here by yourself.
I'll be back as quickly as I can to free you. In the meantime, please try not to kill each other.
I suppose there's nothing to do now except wait.
Freedom at last. Uh-oh. Nothing special about it.